Hi neighbor, my name is Kandace Cooper.
And I'm Laird Davis. On this episode, I speak with a club called Ipals about their upcoming charity gala.
And I talk with Dominique Harrison about the campus-wide diversity celebration.
Plus, Brian Bubalis is back with tips on how to limit debt.
Finally, Laird and I check out the First Friday Art Crawl in downtown Boone.
Join us as we say,
Hi neighbor!
Many different clubs and organizations raise money for various national and local charities. Larissa Jenkins, the president of Ipals, is here with me to discuss their upcoming Diamonds Are Forever charity gala. Welcome to the show, Larissa.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Now, to begin, could you describe what Ipals is?
Yeah, absolutely. We're a student organization on campus, and we work to promote friendship with, we pair domestic students and international students together, and it's kind of, for me, I describe it as pen pals in real life. So we just work with that and have a lot of fun events with them and try to foster friendship.
Yeah, my experience with people abroad is that having that level of social interaction and having a relationship there is the first step towards really feeling at home in a different place, so that's a really important role. So describe your responsibilities and what you do for the club.
Yeah, absolutely. So for me, I'm the president of the club, so I just work with making sure everything gets put together effectively and making sure that the students and groups that we're representing in the club are happy and that they're involved very well on campus. We also try to make sure that they're connecting with their iPals, talking to them regularly, so that, like you said, we can foster those relationships.
That's awesome. And I assume you've had a decent amount of responsibility in planning this charity gala. Could you describe it a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. We began planning really early in January, so it's been a lot of fun and a lot of hard work, but we've been working with groups on campus, performances, and different troops like that. And we've been working with catering and stuff like that to get all the food and everything ready. And of course, we've been working with our charity, which is the Pay It Forward Foundation. So we've had to do a lot of work with that, but it's been a lot of fun so far.
And all the funds raised through the gala will be going towards them?
Yes, the Pay It Forward group, they work with international students and they bring the means to live on a college campus to them, so they don't have to travel with that and travel with big bulky items such as bedding and linens and stuff. So
that's amazing. So when is the gala happening?
Yeah, the gala is on April 13th, so in 1 week from today, so that's really exciting. And that'll be from 7 to 9 p.m. in the solarium.
I really want to come check that out because I'm actually going to be studying abroad here soon, and it's really a nerve-wracking process because you're going to this different place and not really knowing what to expect, especially if you're going to a different culture, can be a really scary drop-off of sorts. So that sounds like a really valuable experience. Also, how can students get involved?
Absolutely, yeah. We are having contact tables next week from the 9th through the 13th, and that'll be 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily, so they can definitely come up, get some more information, and learn about everything, and pay their tickets in advance if they'd like. It'll be $5 and $7 at the door, so that'll be a really good way for them to get involved, and it also will help them get involved for the next semesters if they want to join the club.
So coming to the gala, if people really like what they see with the club and they're looking to get involved, what's it like getting involved in the club and what sort of things does the average member do? Yeah,
absolutely. It's a really easy process. We have applications that will open sometimes in the summer before the school year starts, and we just have a simple application, a domestic student and an international one, so they just preference things like what they like, what they're studying, stuff like that, common hobbies and stuff like that, so we can figure out who to pair them best with. And then for an average member, there's not much commitment. It's just really talking to your iPal a lot and making sure that those relationships are built, and then coming to our monthly events. We normally have 2 big events per month and some small events as well. So coming to those events is really encouraged so that you can foster that relationship. But, yeah.
And do you have to be a member of the club to be a part of one of these relationships to be paired up?
Yes, you do have to be a member in order to be paired up, but you can always join our events. People who aren't members join our events a lot just to see friends and make friends and foster those relationships. So, yeah, absolutely.
That's wonderful. The Ipals Charity Gala is an event you will not want to miss. It will be held on Friday, April 13th at 7 p.m. in the solarium of the Plymouth Student Union. Tickets are $5 in advance and $7 at the door. All proceeds benefit the Pay It Forward program for international students. After the break, Kandace talks with Dominique Harrison about the diversity celebration.
Diversity is a core value of Appalachian State University. Every year, the school hosts a diversity celebration. This year, the celebration lasts a week with different events every day. Dominique Harrison is the Senior Associate Director for Diversity Initiatives and is here to talk to me about the festivities. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
So can you talk to me a little bit about what the Diversity Celebration is?
Yes, so the Diversity Celebration, again, like you said, is a week long this year, coming from a one-day event to a week-long event. But it's an opportunity for not just the campus, but also the community to come together, learn and explore and have a good time and celebrate diversity on our campus.
And what is your role in the event and what do you do exactly?
So I was one of the many committee members, and so we had probably about 10 to 12 committee members that put together this week-long event. We broke down into a few different subcommittees, and so a lot of people were behind the scenes kind of making this whole week happen.
And this is a week-long event, so you have to plan a lot. Can you tell me what that process has been like doing that?
A lot of meetings, but very productive meetings. A lot of assistance, not just from the university, but also the community within Watauga County as well. And so I think a lot of moving parts behind the scenes, but a lot of good people coming together to make sure that we're able to put on a successful event.
And you were telling me that this before was only a one-day thing, but you've decided to make it into a week. Can you talk to me a little bit about why you guys decided to do that?
Well, I think one of the big things is when you have everything in one day, there's a lot of great options, a lot of great things that you want to do, but it kind of makes it hard to kind of really get immersed in everything that you may have an interest in. And so I think by being able to spread out diversity celebration to a full week, it gives you an opportunity to really get into some of the things that you're interested in, but also have some time to go and learn and explore some new things that may be different to you as well.
And can you talk a little bit about some of the events that are going to be featured at the event?
Sure. So kicking it off on Sunday, our National Panhellenic Council will have a carnival on Sanford Mall. We'll also have one of our own, Dr. Ashley Hopkins. She'll be doing a presentation on Diversity Appalachia, which I think is going to be something that's pretty cool. On Tuesday, we'll also have one of our Next Step Appalachian events that we run through the admissions office, where we'll be bringing admitted students on campus to learn more and explore the university as well. And then after that, they're going to join us for some pretty cool events. So our own Sharon Price, he'll be doing one of his West African dance classes. We'll also have a few hundred kids from Watauga County that'll be here. And so they'll get to learn about cultural diversity from Granddaddy Junebug. He's pretty cool if you kind of research something, but he teaches cultural diversity in a way that's really interesting and fun for middle school and elementary school students. We'll have a multicultural fair that day. And then we'll also have opportunity for people to taste foods. We'll have our Holy Festival of Colors, and that is actually something that originated from Hindu culture. And then ending on a very high and fun note, our Equity in Action program will start on Friday, and that's a student-led conference that'll run throughout and conclude the weekend. And I think one of the other highlights that we'll have on Thursday evening, I left out, Dr. Opal Tamati, who is one of the co-founders of Black Lives Matter, will be coming and speaking to the university as well.
And just overall, throughout the whole event, after students leave it, what do you think is the #1 impact that you're going to see from this?
I think the #1 impact is just exposure to different cultures, different ideals, different areas and aspects of diversity. Diversity comes in many shapes and forms, and so I think what this festival will do is allow people to kind of experience it in many different ways. So it's going to be a very, very powerful learning experience, but also I think a time that you can enjoy with anyone of all ages. I think it's going to be a good time and a good event.
Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me, and good luck on your event. I hope it goes really well.
Thank you so much.
Diversity Celebration will be happening all week from April 8th to April 15th. From celebrating the Indian holiday of Holi to a professional drag show, there's definitely an event for you. Up next, Brian Bubelis will be back to discuss tips for limiting debt.
Brian Bubelis is here again to explain some more important financial tips. Today, he talks about the different methods to limit debt. Brian, take it away.
Thank you, Juliet. Debt does not allow you to get more stuff. It allows you to get stuff sooner. The problem with debt is that it makes that stuff that you get sooner more expensive because you're paying interest on it. On average, we spend 17% more using credit and debit cards than we would if we were using cash. If you have to use credit cards, use them very wisely and be sure you understand your tendencies with them. To learn more about personal finance, you can register for 2860 Finance. I'm Brian Bubelis with your Financial Minute.
Hey everyone, it's the first Friday of the month, and you know what that means, Art Crawl. We're here at the House Space checking out the latest exhibit.
And I'm going to be speaking to Elliot Keeley, who is an App State alum, and he's got some artwork in this exhibit, so let's go check it out. I'm here at House Space with Elliot Keeley. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you. Yeah.
So can you tell me when you graduated, because you are an alum of App State, can you tell me when you graduated and what your major was?
So I studied art management and studio art. I didn't finish my art management degree, but I graduated in 2016, so 2 years ago.
And can you talk a little bit about your artwork that's here today?
I have a couple sculptures on display, so I actually decided to make new work for this show. Yeah, I'm in a sculpture class in the fabrication and blacksmithing shop right now at Tinland. So.
And what made you want to become an artist in the first place?
I think it's a natural drive to be creative and be a maker. So.
And can you talk, this is First Friday, can you tell me if you've done this before, if this is something you do a lot, or if this is your first time?
I've done a bit of exhibiting for First Friday in Boone and other places. So yeah, it's a good experience. It's always good practice to exhibit your work.
And what kind of response do you get from people that come and view your artwork?
Usually positive, hopefully positive. Usually, hopefully not tears or anything like that.
Do you like getting to be around other artists and like get inspired by the work that you see around you?
Absolutely, I'm always looking to see other work, and most of my friends are artists.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Really appreciate it.
It's nice to meet you.
I'm here with Ariel Green. How are you today?
I'm good, how are you?
Awesome. So can you tell me a little bit about what you do here at the House Space?
Yeah, so I'm the coordinator for House Space, and that kind of means that of course I coordinate, but I do everything. I'm the one that you meet when you want to use a space. I'm the one that you email. I'm the one that is here during events. I'm just here to like make the collaborators feel like at ease and feel like all of their questions are going to be met and everything answered like that. So, yeah.
An important role.
Yeah.
So the art here tonight is awesome. Is this the kind of exhibit you typically have here, or what else do you have?
We have all sorts of exhibitions. We have a lot of exhibitions from the studio art department, from students that just want to have their own shows or just curate their own shows. We have like some really great ones, but mostly student organized. Yeah.
That's awesome. It's always important to have opportunities to express yourself, especially if you're in the creative arts, and that's an important distinction. Now, Art Crawl is always awesome, and I've actually been here a few times before on First Friday. Can you tell me a little bit about Art Crawl and what that means to the arts community here in Boone?
So Art Crawl is this wonderful thing where all of the local people come out, and all the shops just open up at night and kind of like host artists, and sometimes have shows for folks. And the local galleries like have shows just like at House Space. And there's usually like wine and little snacks for people, and yeah, it just goes on until like 10 or so at night. You just walk around from each store to the next and just see some art.
Yeah, it's a wonderful time. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
I had a great time today interviewing Larissa about Ipals.
And I loved getting to sit down with Dominique and learn more about the diversity celebration.
And we just had a ton of fun exploring King Street and exploring the House Space during First Friday.
So until next time,
Bye, neighbor.